Hello again, folks. This is Barry with Barry's 8-Track and Classic Car Radio Repair, and today's unfortunate victim is going to be this really cool Ford Quad 8-track AM-FM stereo. This was installed in some of the classier Ford cars, probably T-Birds and Lincolns, in the late 70s, and it is a true quadraphonic 8-track with a simple stereo FM and of course mono AM, and we're just here to run this puppy through its paces. This is just a stock repair. There's no conversion been done on this one, and this is primarily just to prove to the customer that everything's working correctly when it leaves the shop, because if the speaker outputs on this particular model are shorted or even open, even momentarily, it could blow parts of the output section, which is actually one of the reasons it was sent in for repair. It had a bad right rear channel. So we're just going to go ahead and turn this puppy on and make sure everything works. We're going to bring our output level meters in the picture and make sure we have output on all sides and all that cool stuff. So let's go ahead and do that. If I can find the output level meters. And there's our output level meters. We'll bring our unit back in on the left-hand side there, if I can find it.
We read every piece of mail
there it is.
through the door, and I want you to know we really appreciate every
Okay, we're going to turn our turn down our iris a little bit.
I'm sure you understand that we can't possibly answer all the mail that comes in, but if you've ever written to us,
maybe I got the wrong one.
We got your message, and I thank you. Now, on with the countdown.
Okay, well, we won't worry about the meters being too bright. You can see it moving, so.
Here's our younger brother.
And as you can see, there's a little bit of non-linearity, non-uniformity. That right rear channel is a bit louder. That's usually because the controls, they just can't make those controls perfect. So we're going to, we've got it playing on FM now. This radio had like the tightest, the most tightly stuck tuning clutch I've ever experienced. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that it switches stations with the push buttons. Bring our radio back into the mainstream here. And we're going to turn up our, give it a little bit more contrast there with the iris. Okay, and you can see the FM stereo lighting up. And this tuning mechanism was one of the huge problems that this unit had. The clutch was just so tightly locked up that it would not disengage the clutch so that the push buttons could be used. So let's put this over on AM real quick. Make sure that it still receives AM. We get one good station in this area right about here.
For a paid family medical leave.
Okay, there's our good AM station. And let's bring our output level meters back in the picture. We can make sure it's going on all four channels. We're going to switch it back to FM. And we're going to work our balance and fader controls. Without pushing the right-hand outermost control in, it's a front-rear fader. So there's our front-rear fading action. Now if we push the control in and turn it, then it's a left-right balance control. So let's test that. Left only. Right only. Left. Right. And back to center. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and pop a tape in. First we're going to try just a regular old stereo tape. We got some Temptations on deck here. So let's just pop some Temps in there, see how they're doing today. I'm going to switch tracks a few times.
Getting kind of hungry. You forgot to bring something to eat.
Okay, we're between songs on this track, so there we go. Okay, I'm going to pull out the tape. Radio should come back by itself. There's our radio back, and now, with the moment that everyone's been waiting for, we're going to do a quad tape. We have little Danny Thomas in the Nashville Brass here on a quad tape, so let's just pop him in. And since this is a quad tape, you're going to get different signals on all four channels, and you might go for actually more than a full minute at times with a channel not registering anything at all, and that's one of the ways that they emphasized the quad effect back then. Okay, nothing on the right front right now. Okay, there comes a trumpet. And okay, now we're coming to the end of a song here, so it's either going to switch tracks by itself or it's going to start another song. We'll just wait and see what it does. Okay, it's just going to on to the next song, switch tracks. Okay, the mellow strains of Danny Thomas and the Nashville Brass. Alrighty, we're going to pull this tape out, and the radio should come back by itself. And there it is. So that completes all the functions. Everything's working correctly, so we can turn this unit off, and we can feel confident shipping it back to the customer. And we're going to bring my pretty face back into the picture, as if we can find it. There I am. Let's bring up our... I'm not used to the changing lighting conditions of filming between night and day. So this is Barry with Barry's 8-track and classic car radio repair. If you have an 8-track in need of service or a classic car AM radio that you would like converted to FM with the possibility of also adding Bluetooth, USB reader, auxiliary input, all that cool stuff, you can reach me at 928-533-9666. You can also visit my website. That's barrys8trackrepair.com. Try that again. I used to know how to spell my own name. BARRYS 8 trackrepair.com. Another one of my websites that's easier to remember is classiccarradiorepair.com. And if you would like a third website that's easier to remember, all you got to do is listen to my radio commercial. Thank you very much for watching and listening. We'll see you next time.
Having fun, driving my classic ride. Got a Mustang, buddy, it's a 69, but she ain't sounding so fine. Driving this car, I can't hear the guitar, and all my tapes run slow too. Radio smoking, 8-track deck's broken. What can I do? Send it to 8-track repair center. 8-track repair center.